Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Hi, CCL, California. So good to have you guys here. My name is Dr. Tasha Reddy. I'm your California State Coordinator. For those of you I know, it's so good to see you here. And for those of you I have not yet met, I look forward to meeting you. I love being here with all of you. I love being a part of CCL. I love waking up each morning and spending much of my week connecting with you guys, chatting on the phone, joining conference calls, planning regional conferences, supporting new group leaders, and everything else. I love being part of an organization that starts every conversation with the sentiment of admiration, gratitude, and respect. I love being from California. I grew up here. I love being from a state with the 5th largest economy among nations, a state that I would argue has more character and diversity than any other state in the country. I love our California members of Congress, even when it's difficult at times to see eye to eye with all of them. I love being a part of something big and having a solution that can scale to the size of the problem. And after repeatedly losing hope, CCL brings me hope again. Here's my last one. Can you guys guess what it is? I love that we have a bill. Yes. I had to add that one. Due to your hard work, we have a bill. I'll just give you guys a brief background. Some of you know me and have heard this before. I have a PhD in Ocean and Climate Sciences from Stanford University. I actually did my undergrad at Princeton University in environmental engineering. I did postdocs at NYU and NASA Ames right here in Mountain View on the peninsula. I studied climate change in the Arctic using supercomputers, which is kind of a fun thing. So a number of years ago, I was able to train with Al Gore in the Climate Reality Project and help present his slideshows around the world. I started with CCL in 2013, the summer of 2013, after hearing Jim Hansen speak. I heard him speak twice in 1 week, and so the first time I saw him, he put up his black text, white background, citizensclimatelobby.org. And I never come prepared for these things. I had no pen to write that down. I wasn't going to remember it. But fortunately, I had a chance to see him speak again later that week, and I brought a pen with me. And shortly after that, I ended up in the home of Suds Jane at my very first CCL chapter meeting. Okay. I want to very briefly mention a few goals that we have. It's often good to set big goals, and you achieve more just by doing that. So these things have been floating around, things like having someone from every congressional district in California attend the DC conference. We're not there yet, but we can set that as a goal and aim for it. We also would like a meeting with every Californian office for the June lobby day. And then the stretch goal is a Republican from every chapter joining us in DC. We have a ways to go with that goal. But let's start working on it ASAP. I wanted to let you know, some people ask about, what's going on with our senators, what's going on with liaisons for our senators. So we actually have a team. We've been in place for about a year and a half or so. As part of the team, we have the main liaisons to the DC offices, but then we have a local liaison for every district office of both senators. We organize ourselves with a monthly conference call, and anyone is willing to join. If you want to join, please email me. If anyone wants to contact me at any point, my email is ca@citizensclimate.org. Again, CA for California, yay, at citizensclimate.org. And yeah, everyone is welcome to join the Senate email list and the Senate planning conference calls. So we have also a new thing that just started a few months ago as far as our coordinator roles in the state of California. We used to have myself as the California State Coordinator, and then 2 NorCal and 2 SoCal, and we're going to mix this around a bit. So I'm just going to read through the list. Most of these are self-explanatory. And if you, about half of the positions, or more than half, we have someone in those roles already, and there's a couple that we're looking to fill. So if any of this sounds interesting to you and you want to be part of the California coordinator team, please send me an email. So I'm the California State Coordinator, but technically within CCL, I'm the Regional Coordinator for the state of California. So yes, I usually don't mention that because it just confuses people. So we'll just call me the California State Coordinator for now. We also have a North Coordinator and a South Coordinator, Heartland, Conference, Group Leader Coordinator, a California Liaison Coordinator, Conservative Coordinator, Business, and Diversity. So the main ones we're looking to fill are the Group Leader, Liaison, and Diversity. If you're at all interested, email me and I'll send you the job descriptions, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I used to have a page in here for the Climate Solutions Caucus, but recently I switched that one out. Do you guys know what I switched it out for? The bill, of course. Energy Innovation and Carbon Dividend Act. Yes, great. So as you guys probably know, there are 7 sponsors right now for the bill. Do you guys know how many are from California? A lot. Good answer. So fabulous. 3 of the 7 are Californians. So I'll just read down. We have Ted Deutsch from Florida, Judy Chu, she's from California 27. We have Charlie Chris from Florida, Anna Eshu, California 18. Let's go ahead and have everyone in Anna Eshu's district stand and be recognized. Oh my God, there's so many of you. Look at all of you. And then Dan Lipinski from Illinois, Francis Rooney from Florida as well, and Scott Peters, the Democrat from California 52. Wonderful. Wow, I didn't realize there were that many SU constituents. It's great. Okay, well, good thing you're just standing. We're going to do a few more little standing things. And Mary did a couple earlier, show of hands, I think. So how about this? Stand if this is your first CCL conference. That is just fabulous. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's see who the veterans are. So stand if you've been for more than 4 or 5 NorCal conferences. That's going way back. Yeah. Okay, here's a new one. Stand if this is your first year volunteering with CCL. First year. Look, this is wonderful. Okay, now we're gonna have everyone stand. Okay, here we go, ready? So, if you've been, sit if you've been with CCL for 2 years or fewer. Sit. We're gonna end up with all the veterans standing. Okay, so now sit if you've been with CCL for 3 years or fewer. Okay, 2 years or fewer. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. 4 years or fewer. 5, 6. Wow. Let's give an applause for 6. Do I keep going? Okay, 7. Okay, Lyndon, Peter, and Jerry. 8. Dave. Wow, 9? That's it. That gets most everyone. Dave, Masson, Jerry, Peter. Okay, good. Okay, just a couple more because I want to get a sense of who's in the room. So stand if you're an independent. If you identify yourself as an independent. Great. Okay, you can go ahead and sit, and now stand if you're a Democrat. If you identify yourself as a Democrat. Very good. Okay, sit. Stand if you're a Republican. Okay, great. And the final one, stand if you don't fall into any of those categories, which is perfectly acceptable. Good, great. Diversity. Yeah, so you can now see that stretch goal of a Republican from every chapter going to DC is going to be a stretch, but we can start aiming high. Okay, and I was going to end with stand if you love being a part of CCL, but you guys just stood up and sat down enough. Clap if you love being a part of CCL. So I was going to share with you some numbers, but there's really only one that I want to talk about today. In 2017, we had, in the state of California, 12,000 supporters. And so that number has been growing. 2018, that number was just about 17,000. And I just this morning checked, and we are about to reach 20,000 supporters from California. So for those of you who like numbers, the exact number as of this morning, 19,704. So we're getting close. And that's about 17% of supporters in the United States. Some of you were asking how many people registered for this conference. We had about 250 people registered. And last year we ended up with a lot of no-shows, but it looks like everyone who registered came, which is wonderful. Okay, I'm going to read you guys a couple of quotes. So I've done this before. Some of you have seen me do this or participated in this before. So I'm not going to tell you who the quote is, and it's your job to try and identify the person who said this. And the hint is that these are all people from California. Okay, so here goes. I'm not afraid to fail. You're going to succeed a lot, but you're going to fail 10 times more. Whether I make the shot or miss the shot, I feel like I've done everything in my power to put myself in the best position. Yes, great. Steph Curry. He is a star basketball player for the Warriors right here. Yes, so I love that quote. We want to put ourselves in the best position to succeed. Okay, does not passing the bill in 2017 mean we aren't going to make big promises anymore? No bleeping way. Yeah, Mark Reynolds, our executive director, very good. This one's new maybe for most of you. Constancy is my favorite virtue. So many people will go on for a little while and get excited for a year or two, but it is really constancy that gets things done. Marshall, good. You guys are so good. Okay. Here's the last one. Marshall Saunders, our founder. Sorry, yes. I'm forgetting, I should recall how many people stood that said they're new to CCL. Yeah. Mark Reynolds is our executive director, so yes. Okay, here's the last one. To imagine a better world is to make one possible. Yes, that's mine. Right. You know, we can make this world such a better place, and it just takes a little creativity and a lot of hard work. But we can make this world a great place. Okay. I wanted to share with you a story. Storytelling can be super powerful, and I really love that idea, and I love trying to incorporate more stories into the things I do. I had help with this one from Peterson Toscano. I actually had the honor of doing a workshop with him last June in DC. And so he encourages people to create their own climate stories by saying, I am concerned about climate change as an issue for blank, and filling in the blank with something personal. So my story starts, I am concerned about climate change as an issue for my autistic nephew, Nicholas. Nicholas is 9, and my goodness, his face looks so much like my sister's, Same oval cheeks, full lips, pensive eyes. He is a tan and thin, athletic boy, 3 parts light and 1 part dark, and especially tan in the summer months. His favorite food is chips, particularly Trader Joe's organic corn chips. He is only capable of very limited communication with us. He doesn't speak. He has 0 words. He does make noises, usually vowel sounds. It makes for difficult daily life, but overall he is a happy boy, and we shower him with love. His best therapy is slightly unusual. He's taught himself to swim in his backyard swimming pool. No doggy paddle or strokes of any sort, but he's able to propel himself around the pool at the same rate that I can swim. And he can hold his breath for forever as he somersaults around in the deep end. During the summer, he swims daily. He can literally stay in the pool for hours at a time, easily entertaining himself for the duration. Swimming is his best therapy and his happiest summer moments. So what does this have to do with climate change, right? As California droughts worsen and mandatory water restrictions force us to drain the pools, what happens to Nicholas? As the impacts of climate change affects all of us emotionally and psychologically, where will Nicholas find that cool, calming place? And where will you? Okay, so let me just give a few thanks to people. You know, everyone who made this conference possible. I can't name all of your names, but thank you so much for helping put on this amazing event. So particularly, I'd like to start by thanking Heath Massey. There's Heath. And can the whole program team join Heath standing? The whole program team, yeah. Please. So Heath and our program team put together the entire program for this weekend, and it's a lot of work to do that. And Heath did a fabulous job and did not once lose her cool, even when the speaker backs out a few days before the conference. She did a fantastic job. Also thanks to Jennifer Wood, as well as her whole food team. Let's give them a round of applause. Amazing food. Thank you to Madeline and Lene for traveling here to join us in California. Thanks to all of our guest speakers, our CCL panelists, moderators, and breakout leaders. I want to thank Phoebe as well for the lovely programs. Thank you, Phoebe, and thank you for taking like 100 revisions from us before the final product is beautiful, and yes, your hard work is appreciated. Thank you, Mary. Where'd Mary go? Mary back here. Thanks to Mary for being our wonderful MC. And then special thanks to Tim Deck up in the sound booth, and Carl Dans and Paula Dans for all of their help making this event run smoothly. And thank all of you, our fabulous volunteers that make all of this work possible. Thank you.